Hello, and welcome to the fourth match in the best of 7 Kiwikaki vs. Dimaga Showmatch. Right now, Kiwikaki's up 2-1 against Dimaga. We've seen some really awesome games out of these players. Dimaga's Nidus Worm play in the second game. Kiwikaki's Dark Templar push with the Zealots and fast expanding in the third game against the Dimaga's Ultralisks. Kiwikaki's been playing really solid. So has Dimaga. Dimaga's been playing some really interesting Zerg builds. Some really heavy one-base builds, actually. Anyway, this game takes place on Desert Oasis, which is one of my least favorite maps. This map, you could consider it slightly Zerg favored, just because it's easy to take 3 expansions here and protect them, because you're more mobile than Protoss. Also, these 3 Xel'Naga Watchtowers grant you vision. So if you just put a Zerg in each of these and just control what you see, and you just basically can tell whenever an attack is incoming. Dimaga seems to be going for the 14 pool, 14 gas again. At least I suspect he's going for the 14 pool, 14 gas again. Again, maybe we'll see him take a fast expand this time. Maybe not. Meanwhile, Dimaga has planted a pylon here. Not Dimaga, Kiwikaki has planted a pylon here, which is one of the good place to plant it, because you can just warp units out here. He's planting a forge down. This is interesting. I suspect he's going to fast expand then. Oh, he planted this down here so he can plant 2 cannons and a pylon here and wall it off. So I'm assuming he's fast expanding. That's really the only justification I can see for planting a forge down this early. Unless he's cannon rushing. Oh, he's walling off with cannons, I see. That's even more interesting. I haven't seen this build done in a while. It used to be really popular back in beta. As you can see, Dimaga got a drone out here. He's sending it out as a scout. However, he hasn't noticed yet. I don't think that he's walled off. Oh, he's noticed now for sure because there's an overlord there. Of course, shouldn't have done that. He's noticed because there's an overlord there. And here come the cannons. I remember this build back in beta. Zerg used to hate it, and actually it led to a nerf in both forge hit points, because there used to be a wall off with a pylon and a forge. It led to a nerf in forge hit points, and I think cannon build times. So, wow, really, I almost call it a classic build at this point, but really interesting choice. Honestly, it's going to force Dimaga to one-base this until he can find a way to break that down, which the typical choice used to be roaches, but then there used to be only one supply, so, you know. Anyway, continuing. The drone scout is continuing to scout. It notices the forge, the gate. Well, the overlord notices the forge and the gateway. Meanwhile, I think this drone is checking to see if Kiwikaki's going to expand at all, which he should be expanding, since he did decide to wall off the Zerg. I mean, I'm curious. I find it curious that he planted down just a single cannon. Usually, I see 2 or 3. But then again, each costs 150 minerals, so, I mean, in a single cannon is enough of a deterrent for the Zerglings anyway. Meanwhile, Overlord is going over there. I think it'd be really cool if had this drone built an in-base proxy hatch. But again, that's just wishful thinking on my part, because I think I've only seen an in-base proxy hatch work once. Yep, so Dimaga is going for a fast layer because basically he doesn't have a choice, and a roach warren. So he'll be getting roaches with speed, probably roach Hydralisk, which is actually, I think, suboptimal on this map, simply because Mutalisks with their mobility and the short air distance on this map really benefit, or I feel are a lot better on this map. I mean, you can just, this map is just made for Mutalisks. You can just, harass in here, plop out, plop back in. It just seems to be designed for Mutalisk and tank play and air play in general. Yeah, not one of my favorite maps. I know a lot of players do like it, and I know a lot of players also hate it, so. Notice this probe here just to block off, maybe drop down more cannons if necessary. Right, I was going to have the units building tab. Forgot about that. So roaches are popping out. Roach speed is ready. Gateways are being built. The poor drone is forced to flee for his life. Meanwhile, 4 gateways or 3 gateways? I only see 3 gateways going down. So, 4 gateways. There we go. It's a 4 gate. A Nidus network from Dimaga? Where? Ah. Have I mentioned how much I like Dimaga's build style? Yet, Honestly, I'm not a big Zerg player fan. However, Dimaga's playing absolutely fantastically. He's getting burrow and speed. He might get burrow movement later. But for right now, he's going heavy roaches, and he's going to Nidus Swarm. Have I mentioned how much I like Nidus Swarms yet? This is absolutely epic. I mean, notice he's controlling one watchtower while Kiwikaki was controlling one watchtower. Anyway, warp gates, warping in stalkers. Here we go, Nidus Swarm popping out. I wonder how many roaches he has to feed. 8 roaches for that Nidus Swarm. For that Nidus network, so. Burrow's almost done, Nidus is out. There go the roaches, all 12 of them. So, okay. I hit B instead of what I wanted to hit, which is D. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, +1 upgrade coming up. Yeah, the burrowed movement is coming up. I wonder if Protoss will be able to scout this. Roaches moving in with the speed upgrade. I don't know if they'll be able to break this. Stalkers are fairly good against roaches. Burrow. Oh, that's right. Burrowed roaches can, with tunneling claws, can actually move under the force field. I completely forgot about that. And he has line of sight so he can take down the forge. That's awesome. Get it's really good play by what's his name? Dimaga. Force field again, but tunneling claws should be close to finishing at this point. No, they're about halfway done. Honestly, I think when tunneling claws finish, Protoss is either done or going to win. Just hiding more roaches in the base. I find this incredibly amusing. And roaches regen so fast. I mean, look at it. Like, it used to be even more ridiculous, but then they got nerfed, which was sad and disappointing. I guess it's good because the roaches used to be so dominant, but Observer and Twilight Council coming out for the Protoss meanwhile. This seems like kind of a risky time to tech, in my opinion, you know? You have roaches in the middle of your base. Come on, where's the roach burrow? Where's... Oh, it's done! This is gonna hurt. Observer is out. So burrow was just rendered useless. So really this is the do or die moment. If the Zerg loses right now, the counterattack will probably destroy him. So unless he's doing something... Oh, Dimaga GTs, wow. I expected him to try to hold out against the attack and then build more units, but I guess not. I guess he decided he was just too far back economically against all the tech and units that were coming up from Dimaga. So, okay, GT. This game, I feel, wasn't as exciting as the others, but it was still a really well-played game. Really awesome execution from both of them. So, see you all in Game 5. And Kiwikaki's up 3, so it might be the last game. Alright, see you all. Thank you again.